Today we're covering Sustainable Development Goal 15, Life on Land. SDG 15 aims to sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, halt and reverse land degradation, and halt biodiversity loss. Articulating science supports the Sustainable Development Goals. So, forests cover nearly 31% of our planet's land area and are home to more than 80% of all terrestrial species of animals, plants, and insects. Forests sustain us from the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, to people's homes and livelihoods. Such benefits to humanity that ecosystems provide simply by being themselves are called ecosystem services. The decline of biodiversity, which is now faster than at any other time in human history, is affecting the provision of ecosystem services, contributing to upsetting the balance and causing us to get closer to a tipping point. Land degradation is a major driver of biodiversity loss. Globally, 1/5 of the Earth's land area is degraded. That's nearly the size of India and the Russian Federation combined. Land degradation is undermining the well-being of approximately 3.2 billion people, driving species to extinction, and intensifying climate change. Essentially, conserving biodiversity and supporting its recovery will contribute to climate change mitigation because it starts to restore balance and the provision of ecosystem services. The loss of forests, but also other types of natural habitats, means the disappearance of livelihoods in rural communities. It means increased carbon emissions, diminished biodiversity, and land degradation. An irreversible effect of human activity on the environment is species extinction, which upsets the balance of nature and makes ecosystems more fragile and less resistant to disruptions. SDG 15 has 9 targets and 3 key actions set to achieve the targets. We have little to no data on 1 out of the 9 targets and 1 out of 3 key actions. 3 of 9 targets and 2 of 3 key actions are stuck or regressing. Fortunately, 2 of 9 targets are making fair progress but need acceleration, with the true silver lining being that 3 of 9 targets are on track. Overall, we desperately need to prioritize the key actions expeditiously. The degradation of life on land also affects our health through diseases. Increased demand for animal protein, a rise in intense and unsustainable farming, the increased use and exploitation of wildlife, and the climate crisis are all driving the increased emergence of diseases that are transmitted from wildlife to people, referred to as zoonotic diseases, like the disease that caused our most recent pandemic. Every year, around 2 million people, mostly in low and middle income countries, die from neglected zoonotic diseases. The same outbreaks can cause severe illness, deaths, and productivity losses among livestock populations in the developing world. This is actually a major problem that keeps hundreds of millions of small-scale farmers in severe poverty. Some of the things we can do to help include recycling, eating a locally based diet that is sustainably sourced, and consuming only what we need. We must be respectful towards wildlife and only take part in ecotourism opportunities that are responsibly and ethically run in order to prevent wildlife disturbance. Well-managed protected areas support healthy ecosystems, which in turn keeps people healthy. It's also essential to involve local communities in the development and management of these protected areas. And this is the part where we say, let's have a conversation. Do you have any natural spaces near you that you love? Have you ever considered the benefits that humanity receives from ecosystem services? We would love to know. As always, thank you to everyone that made this info session possible, and see you in the next one.